She said, sing me a soca, come and light up me fire. I'm a party lover, take me higher and higher. She said, play close, hold me close, close. Let me walk see down the place. I want to shake my waist. Close, I'm feeling so rough tonight. Come and charm me and make me feel alright. I'm party fever, I'm a sucker for soca. I want to jam up till morning. Close, I'm feeling so rough tonight.
The 4 p.m. Major News is sponsored by VG Construction, a member of the VG Group Limited.
Hi there, welcome to VG Construction.
VG, thank goodness. You build houses, right?
Well, yes sir, but are you okay?
Shh, I'm trying to escape from all of those horrible contractors and builders out there. Oh, the horror! Ah!
Sir, relax. You're safe now.
Listen, can VG Construction really build my home without all of the problems? The bad work, the lazy workers, and unprofessionalism?
Yes sir, at VG Construction, our architects, engineers, builders, and crew execute your project professionally.
You know, I hear a lot of contractors always want extra money.
Yes, but VG Construction guarantees no cost overruns. In fact, we absorb the extra costs.
What? Nobody does that.
Plus, we'll do your landscaping and, based on the project, include a free pool.
A free pool? What? I need to get my wife now.
Build without the hassle and horror. VG Construction, a member of the VG Group. Visit VGGroupTT.com or call 22-GREEN 224-7336.
On WACK 90.1 FM, this is News 9:01 to 4 p.m. In the headlines.
Gary Griffith and Police Association head knock police omission from national awards. Clothing of Trinidad and Tobago women murdered by their partners among UN exhibit in Geneva. Regionally, Cubans to decide on same-sex marriage in national referendum, and internationally, Vladimir Zelensky vows Ukraine will treat Russian deserters fairly. With the news in detail to 4 p.m., I'm Leanne St. Clair. Good afternoon. Former Commissioner of Police and leader of the National Transformation Alliance, Gary Griffith, says every police officer woke up to a virtual slap in the face on Republic Day after they, unlike their medical counterparts, were not among the national award recipients. Voicing his concerns via social media, he said those in the medical profession were rightfully recognized for their frontline efforts. But he said by rewarding and recognizing one frontline national group and not recognizing the efforts and dedication to duty of the over 7,000 strong police service, some of whom lost their lives, it can't be seen as anything but monumentally disrespectful. He said while medical personnel had to deal with members of the public who were ill, the police had to interact with all members of the public, including those who were ill, increasing their risk of contracting the virus. He also lamented the death of over 30 officers from COVID-19. Mr. Griffith said the wage offers being put forth was not in line with the hazards they face on the job, particularly during a pandemic. He said the reason both the Prime Minister and the President chose to ignore the efforts of the police service is because it would by extension mean recognizing him. President of the Police Social and Welfare Association, ASP Gideon Dixon, said while Mr. Griffith's comments were his own, he agreed with most of Mr. Griffith's sentiments. The mother of the child, who was removed from Goodwill Industries of the West Indies last week, believes her child may have been singled out for not wearing his mask. Joanne Terry Lovell, the mother of a 13-year-old, said she was told her son would not be able to stay at the school because he would not wear a mask. He attended school without a mask from September 12th to 19th. While she admitted to owing school fees, she believed the decision to prevent the child from attending school is based on her decision for him to not wear a mask.
I do not know why he was singled out. There are other children in that school, I am certain, that have not paid their school fees up to date. I do not know why, but I am telling you, The reason was never the school fees because I was never notified. The reason was the fact that I was adamant that he's not wearing a mask.
She said when she returned to the school on Thursday last, there were other students who were not wearing face masks. But Principal of Goodwill Industries, Barbara Allen, said while students may enter without them, they must wear them while at the school's compound.
About 15% of students would come to school without their mask on their face. But as soon as they come in, they would put on their mask. So I am not saying that you don't see children with their face uncovered. But as soon as they come inside, they put on the mask.
Goodwill is a school which provides services to persons with disabilities and the socially disadvantaged. She said most of her students had a host of underlying issues such as asthma and diabetes.
Many of the students are not inoculated so that they can pick up anything. And they have themselves suffer from all different things. I am not protecting one child, I'm protecting all, as well as my staff.
She added that many parents have supported her decision that students wear masks. She said she is awaiting advice from her lawyer on how to pursue the matter. Clothing worn by women from Trinidad and Tobago who were murdered by their partners are now part of an exhibit at the United Nations office in Geneva, Switzerland, to highlight violence against women. The exhibition was organized by the Israeli Permanent Mission to the UN in cooperation with the Greek and Cypriot Permanent Missions and presented clothing pieces from victims from all three countries. Also, for the first time, clothing pieces from victims in Trinidad and Tobago and from the US were shown in the exhibition. The exhibition presents the clothing of women who were murdered by their partners and is designed to raise awareness of the issue. It is known as the She's Gone project. It is not clear which victims of Trinidad and Tobago are represented in the exhibit. Over 20 women have been murdered in Trinidad and Tobago so far this year. In regional news, millions of Cubans are expected to turn out to vote for or against a major overhaul of the communist-run island's more than 4-decade-old family code, which would include the historic step of legalizing same-sex marriage. According to the Cuban government, a 100-page family code provides greater protections to women, children, and the elderly, as well as allowing LGBTQ couples to marry and adopt children. Members in the LGBTQ community in Cuba have waited decades for this moment, but some also fear a backlash if the code passes. Following the 1959 revolution, gay people were among those sent to work camps known as military units to help production, along with political dissidents, priests, and other considered undesirables by Fidel Castro's new government. Some gay men and lesbians even said they carried out sham marriages to avoid falling under suspicion. In the weeks before the referendum, the Cuban government has made a full court press in favor of the new family code across state-run media, arguing the new code is proof the island's now more than 6 decades old revolution is capable of adapting to the times. It remains to see if Cubans will vote overwhelmingly to allow same-sex marriage or if they will use the referendum as a rare opportunity to express their anger at the government over widespread power cuts, runaway inflation, and increasingly bare supermarket shelves. Internationally, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Russian soldiers who surrender to Ukraine will be treated in a civilized manner. In his nightly address, Mr. Zelensky appealed to Russians to run away or surrender once at the front. It comes after Vladimir Putin signed a law doubling the punishment for Russian soldiers who desert or disobey orders. Fresh protests have also broken out over Russia's partial mobilization of 300,000 extra troops. Russian human rights organization OVD Info reported that 700 people were arrested on Saturday, while more than 1,000 were detained earlier in the week. Unsanctioned rallies are banned under Russian law. Speaking in Russian, his first language, Mr. Zelensky urged Russians to surrender to Ukraine rather than risk being tried as a war criminal after the conflict. He said Ukraine will treat deserters in line with international conventions and will not return anyone to Russia if they are afraid of repercussions. President Putin signed a law on Saturday which means Russians who desert, refuse to fight, disobey orders, or surrender now face 10 years in prison. The Russian president's moves are widely seen as an attempt to regain the initiative after his forces suffered setbacks on the battlefield. And in sport news, newly appointed Trinidad and Tobago Powerlifting Federation trustee Ruth Lee was crowned overall female invitational champion, while Vice President Kristen Hussein swept the 74 kilograms category at the Cure Strong Fest Powerlifting Championship in Barbados on September 3rd. Lee, competing in the 47 kg category, scored an overall 80 International Powerlifting Federation points in this division and successfully held off her Surinamese, Guyanese and Barbadian opponents. Similarly, Hussein topped the field in the 74 kg squat, bench press and deadlift to capture top honors in his division, but he placed second overall among the males. The overall male invitational champion was Guyanese 93 kg lifter Carlos Patterson Griffith, who finished with 108 IPF points. 20-year-old Miranda Sumari was adjudged best junior athlete in the individual lifts. She won the squat and deadlift and was second in the bench press for the plus 84 kg female lifters. In this same category, Trinidad and Tobago's Rhonda Eugene, competing only for her second powerlifting meet, earned silver in the squat and a pair of bronze medals in the bench press and deadlift. The other 9 male lifters delivered peak performance in their respective weight classes. Podium performances came from Tyler Kyle Neptune, 120 kg, who won the deadlift and bagged silver in the squat. Also among the medals were Caleb Thomas, Alexis, 105 kg, as he captured 3 medals. Jaheim Joseph lifted to 2 silver in the squat and deadlift and took bronze in the bench press. Renaissance Williams, 83 kg, also snagged double silver. Meanwhile, national coach Lawrence Marlon Belfon, 105 kg, was third in the deadlift. Also medaling for Trinidad and Tobago were Ryan Phillip and Kristen Sharp, both 120 kg. Stephen Nahus, 83 kg, and Nathan Gonzalez, 59 kg. And that's a look at News to 4 p.m. Recapping the headlines. Gary Griffith and Police Association head knock police omission from national awards. Clothing of Trinidad and Tobago women murdered by their partners among UN exhibit in Geneva. Regionally, Cubans to decide on same-sex marriage in national referendum, and internationally, Vladimir Zelensky vows Ukraine will treat Russian deserters fairly. That's a look at News to 4 p.m. courtesy VG Construction, member of VG Group Limited. You can get more news online at www.wackradio901fm.com. I'm Leanne St. Clair. Good afternoon.
WACK. We are Culture Crazy.
Calypso is yours. Calypso is mine. Calypso is sweet.
Total local 24/7.
Trinbago is mine. Trinbago is yours too. Trinbago is all our we Trinbago.
365. The True Nation station lives up to its title and will continue to keep the culture and music of TNT alive.
Calling out this nation to the celebration.
The Gael is open, ladies and gentlemen. It's on Monday, the first installation of the new week. 652-4901, our local number.
178-629-22789.
And 766-4920. Carry and come through. Who's gonna get it today?
Bust up your head.
Yeah, who's gonna get it today? Call us up. Let us know who's.
Today's a good day. Today, today's budget day in Trinidad.
Yeah, budget day. So maybe you should just play some budget tunes.
Which one is the best?
Mr. Trinidad, tell me what's your.
That's a budget song?
Well, I mean, we're talking about Mr. Trinidad. It just, it just popped up.
Bust up your head, yes, man.
Well, I go take it if nobody there to. Tomorrow you go get what? Tomorrow. Hey, let me go in and loop and see who I get some boy here, because you know how it does go.
I think right now everybody more
glued to the televisions and radios.
Yeah. On the budget.
Monday the 26th of September.
With the Prime Minister, what do you call the place? Okala. He might be listening.
No, of course he waiting. And tonight, on my partner, the dance here, that they should have give the police.
Doric.
I don't agree with Gary much, but this is a time where I find he made sense. Because all first responders missing over 3 days, 2 teens in separate incidents.
Yeah, boy.
Let's hope for the best, because sometimes, they are found back on reunited. So let's hope for the best there. Mario teen in custody for allergy chopping 2 men. Boy, what? He's a bad man. No bad man afraid.
No bad man afraid, no bad man.
Yeah, small boy for the TKR now. And we know that all wasn't going to think, but we still support it. But small boy. Every year somebody else must win. That's a small thing.
So they get knocked out already?
Of course. But then when Guyana they get knocked out. They went with their intention. Because the batting like it never seemed to be catching up.
Who's the big man? No.
Well, Polly, and for some reason, and nothing with Polly. Polly's a great, one of my favorite cricketers, Trinidadians cricketers. But the results for some reason, like when Bravo was there, and he had to move on, of course, you can't look back, he was getting the results. Polly was in Barbados, he had some good teams, he didn't get the results, and on some occasions here, he didn't really get these results. Bravo gone, remember Bravo win? I think Bravo win last year, The last 20, and he with the Zooks, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Sammy team. Yeah. Somebody will call us and give us the exact team.
Are you that big sportsman?
Yeah, but I for Bravo.
God, boy.
It's like, you might not like a team, but let me say Manchester United pulling Ronaldo. You might not like them, but you might start to like them. Let me say Paris Saint-Germain pulling Messi. You understand? You really don't like the team so much, but your boy playing there.
So you have a boy playing?
Well, that's how to strengthen him too,
Huh?
Yeah. Strengthen your boy.
Oh, God.
10 million more for healthcare workers. Nice.
10 million or 10 billion?
They said 10 million. That's what the thing have here. 10 million more. So they must have a proposal on the table, and then they must have.
All right. Bravo is captain of St. Kitts
Patriots, right.
See, and you talking now.
Well, I thought was Zooks. Well, I said the Zooks, right? I said the Zooks. And I know it wasn't no Zooks, but I know he was a team that, for some reason, he's a man, he has that it factor when it comes to that 2020. And he's not taking anything from anybody, because he realizes it's a skill. It's not anybody could just go up there and lead in a certain type of way. And Bravo have that kind of, that is doing, have that kind of it factor when it comes to that 2020 version of the game.
That's good.
Hindu temple desecrated again, we want to board that, people, our spaces of prayer, like we respect each other's spaces of prayer, and, live and let each other live too,
No, but I always say, right, as a bandit, as a whoever, when you're going to that kind of space, that is it for you, and do them kind of dotish thing. That where you expect to live a proper life after that?
No, well, I said they say that some men in the east-west corridor, they walking so and ringing bell, up and down sour. They said it's a man walking so and nothing over the head, but they're just hearing this big bell ringing now, but remember they go on with the people thing right there in Pittsburgh. Canada won't require mask on planes drop vaccine mandate. After all, he was jumping out and they say, powerful, I ain't coming.
But I
still ain't coming.
No, but
they say they won't require you to wear any mask on the planes to go Canada, and they drop the vaccine mandate to enter into Canada.
Watch that, to go into that place. They kind of watch that. It wasn't easy, but they have an app. Canada something. I forgot what's the name of the app. But yeah, you have to have that app to download this stuff and thing to go and watch me. That happening here,
The app, yeah, the guy here.
So you pull it out,
right,
and then you wait
Until they send you.
Until they accept you, and
Right.
then they tell you, well, all right, yeah, you can come. Yeah, you know, but they're safeguarding their people and all.
But we know Canada was always being kind of hardcore. You could have something, you have your nice visa and man was trying pulling you in a line.
Yeah, of course.
Come now. It's like, oh, they really feel like I want to stay here. Where you doing? I say, well, you ain't seen it on the work permit.
So what I mean, did you vex that the people doing the work?
Why sometimes it does be how it does be, you know. I mean, as a man who travel plenty time, it does no ways discrimination. I am man learn that and yeah, why I telling you?
No, I tell you. No,
Desmond, you speak for yourself. I ain't speaking in entirety here.
Okay, you're talking.
I as a man get profiled in airports, right? So if you say nah with you, I'm not even arguing with that. You dig? I'm not even arguing with that. But people profile me.
All right.
More than one occasion. I travel in years, different countries, and people just profile you. And when I realize that they realize they profile you and they have nothing, I just step up with my conversation and start to be a certain way with them, and they have no choice because they know what they do. It does happen, a man just tell you it's random and something will come on your ticket. But I think people just stand up there for doing their job. Sometimes that is their job. So if it's your job to do that and I feel uncomfortable, then when you get nothing, it's my job and my right to tell you how I feel.
Okay. Let's take this call. Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome.
Hello, good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome, boss.
All right, I just walk out the gym and I heard David say, I heard Tony people talking about profiling. I was profiling Trinidad 2012 coming from Carnival. And I was so pissed. I was coming back to New York, okay? I was in New York at the time. So I was in New York at the time. And they put me just randomly, and they put me and my wife. Okay, they said every 7th, they put me and my wife. And I watched some white girls walking up from there laughing and carrying on. They pulled me out. And this woman talk show to search me. I do so that pulling my pants up. Yeah, Jerry. I'm like,
we'll have fall down on feet.
No, you see, if you profile me in America, in Canada, England, fine. But you profile me in Trinidad, and let some white people go ahead of me. If you know, I'm just not man.
So that's about. Let me ask you a question, right? I want to answer that. I will answer me this question.
Definitely, yes.
So because you were stopped and asked questions, that means you were being profiled, right?
The see, I had already checked in.
So because of that, I reach as far as the final checkpoint and being pulled over and say, hey, step across here. What is wrong with that?
Mr. Desmond, did you see the video recently with the black woman who was going to Germany?
No.
I said she was posting in Trinidad. No, you don't see that, okay?
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you.
Right, I'm talking. If you're pulling out randomly every 7 person, you pull out me and the wife, I see 2 heads alive, and you pull
so
out
you vex.
randomly.
So if it are 3 black people who pass after you, you won't say that is profile was profiled. Because it's 3 white people pass after you, you was profiled.
No, ahead of me. That is not bad. But anyhow,
all right, that's fine. All right.
Hold on. Let me give a little advice. Okay?
Go ahead.
I know a lot of people, as a fact, I know people right now, what they do when they go into Trinidad, they fly in with a Trinidad passport. And when they're coming back to the USA, they use a US passport. Okay? They're cracking down on that now.
Okay.
Because when they say, listen, we don't know where you went. We don't know where you went. When you come back with a Canadian with a US passport, there's no stamp after where you went.
All right, boss.
Okay?
No problem. Great, man. Nice. Right. I don't understand all that, because...
He pull long his pants.
Well, he said what?
He said, well, about to pull his pants down.
For?
Yeah, when he said that, and Jenny stopped and said, hey.
No, but why he had to put, all right, if they're choosing every 7 persons, right? And the 3 white people was 3, 4, 5, and he was 6 and 7. Why he must say it's profiling? If that's what
they might, you don't know, I don't know his situation. Dancer is dancer, so he might have said because they tell him every 7, and then he might have stand up and see 7 people go and they check 12 because they don't have to tell you basically. So sometimes they say every 7 I find that is some because I know Watch me, I see certain things, and I tell people, everybody experience is different. But I don't feel no way, you know why? Because when I go into anybody country, I don't want no drugs, they never hold me with nothing, and my documents will be correct. Right?
That's what we're talking about.
So I don't have that fear, but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't see certain things, especially with certain airlines. I'm not gonna call them. And I've seen that with them, where they look at you and all of a sudden they stamp something on your thing. But I go tell you something, because I know a lot of officers who work there, they just know who carrying and who thinking, you know. So sometimes somebody send you up there, and the police don't know you and have nothing to, you know, because they are very much in tune of who does move. So when I tell somebody, I get profiled. Bet your bottom dollar, I know I got profiled, and when I realize, well, okay, I have my strength here now. I talk to how I talk. We get through, and men just said, yeah, well, you know, that's just our job, you know.
So I can ask you a question, Bella, because I ain't where you feel at trying, because I want to know too now how to deal with the thing.
No.
Right, so I can ask you a question.
What is that?
How you know you was profiled?
Because I know.
Okay.
Right? I ain't going
read
and spell.
No, because you need to tell me
no.
I could watch.
No.
Same thing.
No, you different. He's a big papi. But you see sometimes sometimes what I don't know, right? Is when you get accredited and the CIA and NSA don't check you out now, they just end up having to backpedal on certain things.
But everybody who have a visa or a work permit.
Not on that level.
Oh, you mean not on
I'm
that
talking
level?
about the thing you could say, things you can't say.
Okay.
Right? You know why? You know who I went and sing for, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Hold on a minute. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Uncle That's my brother Tony.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I just heard just now. If you use your U.S. passport to come in Trinidad, and you use your Trinidad passport to go back out,
no, you can't use it now. No. They vice versa.
Who said a dancer?
The dancer said you use your Trinidad passport to come Trinidad, and then you use your U.S. passport visa to go back out.
Well,
not visa, passport.
Your passport. So your ticket not showing what your boarding pass not showing where you come from.
It look like dancer, but you does have a different number.
Oh,
you can explain if it's a senior.
It's a senior. Okay. I want to be wise now.
Soon as you purchase that ticket online, your name going through a process, boy.
Exactly.
You hear what I'm saying? Soon as you put in that thing on Tony Prescott, bang, and you press pay.
You know exactly where you come from and
where
exactly you're going to.
I don't understand technology. I don't know what about this people.
And if they pull you in,
All right, partner.
They pull you in to check you. Come on. They're doing their job. If they check nobody, they're doing no work.
Cool. I don't feel this thing just so easy that soon as your name go down in that...
Trust me. That is my point. Because you understand that. We all know that.
You go.
Sometimes they're watching people for weeks, for months, for years.
You remember? I made mention to you about Barbados with me.
Yeah.
You understand? And they told me they watching me for at least 3 to 4 years. How I coming into Barbados, spending one day and going back out.
Correct.
But they were watching to see.
Correct.
And then this was the time to come and say, hey, fella, come here. And that's it. So don't feel it. But I ain't nobody profile. I telling you straight up, they call me, I go in as a nice boy. Hi, good day, whatever.
They just get out until the bag done check and it closing.
But me and nothing to tell them because they could tell me.
No, they can't say a thing.
They can't say nothing.
Because remember, sometimes this is what has happened in America, a place of laws and rights. Now, since 9/11, plenty of that gets snatched away when you're traveling. Right? But plenty of that has kind of been slowly kind of put back forward because there are people who could have just watched you and say under the act of terror. And plenty of people get that. Certain people get profiled because of the names. This is real big. This is real thing. And people will tell you that. Yeah. My name is this. And all they profile me and scrape me down like a man like Shah Rukh Khan. Big time movie maker. One of the richest, if not the richest, actor in the world. You understand? Every time he go in, they scrape down because they say the name and the this and the that, and it's only containing for people who are on with certain names. But then the Americans still telling you that they have certain things for homegrown people with normal names who've been doing real things. So it happens that there's a level of profiling, whether you like it or not. That's just the nature of things. The guy is open 652-4901, 78629-22789 and
People are
49.
studying we today. People
No, yeah, the budget, so we go just get them 2 minutes here and
how much the gas going and cost when we done?
we go get some budget tune. What can we go? Who sing a good budget tune? Who's the biggest budget tune?
There are none.
like it never had a big budget tune. Man, never happy, boy. Somebody must have a tune about the budget, boy.
Yeah, but the tune wouldn't be a good tune.
We happy, we get it now. You know?
That's a good song to write.
Serious, man. I stop getting ideas out here.
No, but the thing about it is when it going and sing, that could be 1942 somewhere down the road. So
because you going to sing that a man watching you on Big Stone, you
you're happy.
You happy? You happy? No, allow me to eat ice cream.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. D and Mr. T.
Hey, what's
I
up?
think the closest tune for the budget will be related. The one with
food prices.
Food prices.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be the closest.
That would have been how many years ago?
Yeah, sense right now, yeah.
All right, boss.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Desmond. Good afternoon, Tony. I want them to pull me over some more because you know why? They pull me over, I don't get a plane full and early. Then when I buy my economic ticket, so I don't care. They could profile, they could underfile, they could pull across. I get frustrated in the beginning, but I realize it does work out to my favor. You know, much time when I go, they pull me aside. I know me and nothing. They pull me aside. We don't know how this. But I end up getting on the plane early. In St. Martin, I was going here. They do that. They had to search my bag, all kind of things. When I done, I end up boarding the plane before my time. So I plan let them do it.
Great.
Okay?
All right, darling.
Don't make up
for you. Just
what's up, Ron the Apprentice?
You know for a fact that you have nothing in your thing.
Carlos,
so there's nothing to be.
But it come like this, right? I will tell you this, right? For a person, and I'm not, you know, we have this discussion, so we run it, but it's come like somebody who is like within America, where they call it, where you get being where they do with black people and stuff, where they call it discriminated against. And you know, there's some people was talking about that. Every day you're going home, some police always pulling you over. It has reached a point you just get fed up by it, you know. Now you go sit down and say, officer, you ought to put your hand on your steering wheel. But you realize every time you jump out in a neighborhood and you have your vehicle, you are always as a minority being pulled over. There will come a time where you will give them some answers, you know.
Yeah.
There will come a time where you go stand up for yourself.
Put that pen right there. Hold on. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening again, gentlemen. I don't think you all understood what I said. All right, remember there was a time, and there still is, as an American citizen, you're not supposed to travel to Cuba. I went to Cuba when there was a ban. You don't come to pass. Okay? So you go to Trinidad, you go anywhere, and you come back with a U.S. passport. Where did you go? That's what I asked you. How long did you stay? Did you buy anything? They are going in computer to check it well. Let me see where Dancer Boy went. That's not their job.
But Dancer Boy, to go into the U.S., you're using the kiosk. Nobody asking you nothing already.
No, but you have to go to immigration. Look, you have to go to immigration. They'll ask you, Mr. David or Mr. Desmond or Mr. whoever you are. Where did you go? Are you doing it? Your passport has no stamp. So where did you go?
The next time you call me, and you call me the name, you never answer this phone. Yeah, what's going here? All right, and just remember, tell you that. Right?
Hey, Whitney George, Cheryl Extenia, we see. It was a beautiful holiday.
I answered the phone at all again.
We had a beautiful time, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, in my thoughts.
Strength and powers,
boy. But you know, people, like I say, you know, you do what you had to do. I always say, be the least. That's why when you're traveling, you just watch. When a lot of white people traveling, they just travel next and naked now, boy.
Hold on. Good afternoon. Hello.
There's a Tony P. Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hi, there. They does ask you to volunteer too, you know.
Yeah, at a price.
No, I talking about in the airport when they check in. when you say talking about get profiling, they're checking people.
Mm-hmm.
There's access to volunteer too.
I mean, volunteer in what way?
Like, would you volunteer for a search?
For a search?
Just
Oh.
as how they search you.
Yeah, I will do that. Why not? Because I have nothing.
No, but I'm telling you, that has access. They just say who wants to volunteer.
So if you volunteer, you say no, what happen?
You ain't bound to go. Nothing wrong with that.
All right.
But if the dog do so and he lie down close.
That's what you saying. I volunteer and I'm going to take you straight in one time.
Oh, straight in, yeah. That's what Gail said.
Yeah, Gail say well, she go take it and go straight in. Next thing is straight in the paddy wagon.
Now, what happened to me on more than one occasion, when I got my boarding pass, I see a lot of X's,
yeah, like you
and number.
You got to be checked.
I just go straight to them. When I see that, hey, look, boom, and that's it. Because once that come up on your boarding pass, that means you have to be checked. Right, boss? Yeah, man. Bless. And then we cannot do because I think that is for the safety of everybody.
Yeah, but then that is why even if you check on the laws now, it is for the safety. But when you're going certain airports now, yes, cannot people. Although people have power, not everybody just use the power the right way. There are people who does will ramble here. Right. And Bill Clinton had passed a law about profiling. So if it wasn't a problem, they would not pass a law
for that. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Damien. Ocean.
Sorry. Pull it down now. Not today, buddy. Thanks.
Yes, boss.
Okay, in 2001, I was so pissed. I almost listen, my son went to Trinidad for Carnival. And they stopped him in Trinidad when he's coming back up. And they say, well, you fit the profile. Or you fit whatever. He said, oh, I thought it was just an American thing. All they do here too. And they want to put him in a room. They put him in my passport. I want to make one call. That's all I want to do. Then they talk to him and they release him. I was pissed to the top when he told me that.
Yeah, but what you pissed for? You pissed for?
Did you flush when you pissed?
Wouldn't you be hold on. Wouldn't you have been proud to know that your son was on that flight and they end up searching a man who had a bomb on him or some kind of thing and finding it? Because he was, where you call that? Profile?
No, hold on.
Go on rest, boy.
Jenny,
go on, baby.
Jenny.
Call us back after your desk, baby.
Yes, sir.
The problem is, when these guys come around with bombs and things, they don't find them.
Oh, Lord. Hey, all right,
thanks.
Okay, but
we don't want to go so far. We don't want to be conducting them kind of conversations on the airwaves, right?
No, but I'm saying, all right. Now people might get me wrong or whatever. I have never been racially profiled, so I don't know what it is. Or even if it probably happened to me.
You didn't business.
I didn't know because once you ain't hit me or you ain't I good. Right? You stop me, you ask me questions about this is what I'm here for, this is what I search my thing, you ain't find nothing. Have a nice day, sir. I go on. That's me. I don't know about anybody else. That's it.
That man who don't know you talk to you too, say what happening. Because I remember moving with a certain individual, a lady. And I tell you, profile it real.
But
everywhere we go, she getting scraped down because how she looked, right? Pretty, certain shape and whatnot. And they pull in a room and a man say that, I wonder, another some man say, but why? Why? They couldn't answer that part. So there is a part where people will watch you and based on if they see the training or based on what they think, that's the power you give to people. Now, not everybody that do it will do their job in the right way now. Trust me, because once you have human doing thing, a man might just, it's his job to do that, to pull anybody.
All right.
And a man might do that and see you and pull you.
Let me show you what I'm telling you, Mary. You know the one that they put your finger to the fingerprint, right?
Yeah.
They tell you put your finger. Don't care how I put my finger. Nothing ain't happening. So I see the fella thing. He said, put your next hand. I put this hand read. Put your next hand. Don't care how I put that. I see pull out a yellow paper and he start to write. I say, boy, there's mama, you're going down in the room. And then he call a man, he say, put up your hand.
Right, and
the next man come and take me up and gone.
Right, because the end reading and the thing like fingerprint.
Which is important.
Which is important.
Right.
But now they reach a stage now that once that facial, everything does come up within things, you know what I mean? So sometimes I might have a machine that was, and they would have know that too. So once you know, well, hey, whatever, you know.
Me, they dig up my suitcase, they look at it, and then man say, have a nice day, sir.
And then you just wonder how all them things just come in the country with you know, we saying with all this, where we profile on certain people. I tell men that, I say, boy, you watching me, you know. But you see who in this, like, all they really and joke, yes, and they had to take that.
So the man who smile, hi,
Like
the man who look good, yes?
Only we good, we good. I was no. Anyway, let me hush.
I don't think so, but when little Bobby gone in on the floor there and he come and he sit down by you and his tongue come out the mouth.
But I doesn't even encourage Bobby and them.
You don't encourage?
No, I just encourage them.
Come, that's called
come, Bobs. What's something here? Because I know well is not new off.
Good afternoon.
Dancer.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, Lord, sir.
Okay, I'm home in the house now. I could make noise. No, listen, serious. You see, we're talking about immigration and port. Acting Commissioner Magdalene Jacob say a lot of the guns, illegal guns, come to legal port. How come they don't catch them? And I'm just talking about Trinidad. How come they don't catch them when they leave in America and come into Trinidad? They hold up Trinidad in Georgia selling guns. How come they don't hold them? But they're pulling me and you out the line. Okay? Have a blessed one, my friend.
Hey, well, we're gonna shut down just now. Miss Howell said, of course, Whitley George, Maestro Mr. Trinidad, and yeah, Debbie Howell said, good afternoon, Tony P. And there's which airport do they ask for volunteers? Because they have traveled a lot, they've never heard that, but the airport in Dakar has the most security search I've ever been through. So I've been to some airport where them fellas so technological, especially going to India and Asia. Asia has something, boy, that the Western even dreaming to hire. Them have that kind of thing because like them other had that, right? Because man was strapped up. By the time you see them a ripcord pull. Them have a thing where they checking your heat signature now. So you ain't even, it's not about even X-ray, you know. They checking a whole heat signature around you to see if, well,
what you have?
Flammable or thing to egg. Partner, then when you don't pass through that, then there's a whole skeleton, full body kind of thing. Then there's a teep. And then to beat it now, when you don't come through all that, and you don't get checked, don't stand up no way, no. Do not stand up. Because you see in the middle of the airport, a sandbag. Right? Sandbag, walk around and man with big thing. I say, well, how are you going to shoot people in this airport here now? But don't stand up. Anytime you stand up, the time they just start to run up on you, you know. You understand? Because that kind of standing up thing, that mean you go in and execute. And poor you as Trini, you know we like to watch. So you know the police coming right through and excuse me, move along. But watching the thing. Move along.
I ain't going in the first place. So I wouldn't experience
Move
that.
along, yes.
I ain't going.
But it's a frightening feeling too, because when you see the kind of heightened security that some countries have now, and it's not based on just you and protecting you, but the dangers are real.
By like Trinidad, you don't see we security.
I wouldn't have you, you know. I wouldn't have you.
I mean, you don't see our...
My brothers and sisters in the airport, I think we do a fantastic job.
But when it's time for them to come out, you will see them, but you don't see them to say, well, you understand what I mean?
Yeah, you don't see them too, even when you, if you ain't had that cash to organize for them little two chiller bottle there. You ain't seen them either too. It's a dark glasses. Cash only. But I now come from the plane cash only, boy. But go outside and you must have somebody with $50, boy.
Come back.
And come back in. I will get to work back. Yes. Take this paper. So I can't pay by card. You taking US? Yeah, you want to see a TT only, boy. It's about ATM. If you go by past KFC there, you see an ATM.
Get your money and come.
Get your money and come back.
Which is, I find that
only in Trinidad, boy.
that is way backward.
Yeah, because if you come off a flight, doesn't mean you want TT on you. You know what I mean? And the chances are that you'll most likely have the currency. Like if you come from London, like some pounds or some US or something like that. But to say that.
Well, then all they need to do is put a fast service machine inside there.
Correct,
so
is
you
right.
could just go right there, boom, and
We ain't going through that. And the glass tint, so you ain't seen. You seen a hand collecting here. You know.
Well, I give that hand, it had a ring on the left hand.
So, how did you know that it's this in the video? Well, the hand had a cut. I did see a plaster, but like, if I see the ring again, I will make all the ring. Hey, people, that's our time, of course. You know, we're waiting on to hear the facts of the budget. And I know tonight I'm going to log into Louis.
Good afternoon.
And Joel.
Hey, good afternoon again, gentlemen. There's a show on Discovery. It's called How to Catch a Smuggler. I don't know if any of you guys ever.
No, not
Yeah, we see some of those shows on some of the airports and the levels that the people go through to conceal and some of the tricks that they wouldn't tell you, all of them, because if they tell you, you would be okura of what not to do.
Yeah.
But
yeah, especially the one that amazed me is the one where you can look and see if people swallow
stuff and
yeah. They have laxative for that, and from the time they realize, that was telling you in India, the kind of scam, from the time you coming off that plane, thank you, that heat signature, you could have that wherever.
At an airport, right? Two things I have tried to refrain from is going to the washroom too regular. You understand what I'm telling you?
Because they go feel that, yeah.
If some kind of thing happening, boy. I go in there once and that's it. Right? But if they realize that you only go in, well, you go in once, you go twice. No, you could have an honest belly problem, eh? But if one of them realize that happening, yeah,
but you know, coming a couple of weeks ago, I realized them fellas up on it with that. Because I seen the dog making frequent trip inside that day.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom now, because before I never used to see dogs going in. But a couple of weeks ago, by the man walking around, the dog going in there, I said, boy, partner, Tony, good thing you finish, yes, because next thing the dog comes sniffing your foot. Excuse me, sir. 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 When you are finished.
What finished? You have to leave that day and let Bobby come and sniff.
Let Bobby come and sniff here, sir. Sir.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Desmond. You could go on me after. Can
Right.
we get the results, please? I only know the first 3 or 4 cups.
We'll try to get it for you guys.
For the show. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
You could go on me now.
Why you buying me for getting something that is good? All right, let's go.
Sir.
I'll give it to you. Right, Bobby. All right, so we're starting from 10th position. Mr. Brian London. 9th, Eunice Peters. 8th, Victoria Cooper. 7th, Tamika Darius. 6th, Luther. 5th, Dwayne O'Connor. 4th, Bethany Lightborn. 3rd position, Karina Shea. 2nd position, Aaron Duncan. And in 1st position, Haven
Snaky Charles.
Better known as
Round of applause
Snaky.
for all the competitors and contestants.
Right. Yeah,
Same difference. So you man, you're saying, could I wipe? Could I wipe?
No, that's evidence. But
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Right, in case you didn't know who won the independence, here comes Snaky.
Is that a live from there?
I'm not sure if it's last night, but could be from semis.
All right.
That's it for Boa.
We'll take you out with this one.
My twin island, hey, hey. It was called the land of the hummingbirds before Columbus crossed the seas. So the northern, central, and southern range. So this is La Trinity, this is land that we all know, called Trinidad and Tobago. Indigenous peoples banished and British colonial rule. Many fought for us like Mr. Butler, Dr. Williams in 62. You have to know where you came from in order to shape your destination. So tell me what you need again to know your words and your significance on planet Earth. So tell me what you need again, red, white, and black. 60 runs on the board, and then you're turning back. No way, no way. 60 years and counting. Yes, we are still pumping. Yes, we climb a mountain. Raise your eyes and go. 60 years and counting. For carnival we jumping. Times are low, stop frowning. Embrace your eyes and go. Rush! Hey, my twin island. Hey, hey, I know you have been through a love. Hey, my twin island. Our national instrument, the steel pan is legendary. The only acoustic instrument invented in the 20th century. Plus we have limbo and calypso, soca parang, chutney and extempo. Watch now. Every creed and race find an equal place. Oh Lord, that statement so true. We're so beautiful. We come Miss World and Miss Universe too. We've made it to the final of the World Cup. Olympic gold, Paisley, Crawford and Kishon Walcott. You just can't stop. So tell me what you need again to know your worth and your significance on planet Earth. Tell me what you need again, red, white and black. 60 rungs on the board, and we are turning, we're not turning back. I say 60 years and counting. Yes, we climb a mountain. How we heart keep bumping. Only Jaja know. 60 years and counting. Carnival we jumping. When tides are low, stop frowning. Embrace your highs and lows. Bros! Hey, my twin island. Hey, hey, I really want to give you love. Hey, 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 my twin island. Asphalt, petroleum, natural gas has been planted by the Most High. In the belly of this very land, you can compare us to Dubai. When it comes to natural resources, God has provided us with enough to live and give. Free education and healthcare, we can boast we have that today. While they call us third world, some first world nation, for that yeah they have to pay. Our food rated as the best. You know why? With coffee and pepper. They spun up all the tests. So don't test and tell me what you need again to know your worth and your significance on planet Earth. So tell me what you need again, red, white, and black. 60 runs on the board, and the if you love your country, and we will say 60 years and counting. Yes, we climb a mountain, and we heart keep pumping. Only Jaja know. 60 years and counting. For carnival we jumping. When tides are low, stop frowning, embrace your highs and low. Hey, my twin brother, I know you have been through a lot. Hey, 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 my twin island. Assemble, assemble, eyes right.
And of course, in second position, Mr. Aaron Duncan.
Sweeter than this, allow me please just to reminisce. Such splendor, beauty beyond words, like the colors of the hummingbird, or the great sight in the sunset's mist of the late light of scarlet ibis. Music playing through the swaying trees, and notes floating on Caribbean breeze. Mala Trinity, bless from coast to coast, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. 60, thank God we make 60. As a Trinity, a glad and a proud. TNT on this great jubilee, I must sing all your praises loud. Fret and fuss if you will, cuss and even talk. But see dress up to Charlottesville. I really love my country still. Still, 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 still. From the valley to the highest hill, I really love my country still. Tolerance and discipline, but we take chance when it comes to blame. For your gold chain, crooks will maim and kill. Though we have rain, look we wear it still. Talk about talent everywhere you pass, from the pavement to savannah grass. And it's so calm, mama Lord, it's sweet. Drunk or sober, wine into the Mala Trinity, hot from coast to coast, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. 60, thank God we make 60. As a Trinity, a glad and a proud. TNT on this great jubilee, I must sing all your praises loud. And to make me out though isn't hard, 'cause passion is our ID. Whether Tobago or Trinidad, I really love my country bad, 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 bad. I'm fetting like I'm going mad, 'cause I really love my country bad, 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 bad.
And of course, in third position, Miss Karina Shea.